All movement starts with the breath, and that's because our main breathing muscle, the diaphragm, not only brings air into our lungs, but is also the first muscle to contract prior to any movement. The diaphragm helps us support our spine and works in synergy with all of the ab muscles to produce efficient, pain-free movement. Therefore, no movement can be optimal if our diaphragm isn't working correctly. So we better make sure we know how to use our diaphragm. The diaphragm is a thin, dome-shaped muscle located directly below our chest. It separates our heart and lungs from the other organs in the abdominal cavity. The diaphragm spans the entire circumference of our body and connects to the breastbone, ribs, and spine. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts and moves downwards. When we exhale, the diaphragm lengthens and moves upwards. Let's make sure we have that ideal breathing pattern down by taking a few easy diaphragm breaths. Sit up tall with a long, straight spine. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin and relax your shoulders and arms. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. Inhale through your nose and feel that breath travel down and expand your right hand outwards. Allow the exhale to happen naturally and feel the right hand return to its resting position. Continue breathing into the right hand, feeling the gentle outward expansion of your lower belly. The left hand should not move at all. Don't allow your rib cage, chest, or shoulders to elevate. Think expand, don't elevate. Keep the shoulders down towards the pockets. Keep breathing in this way until you feel like you've mastered the pattern and it begins to feel automatic. Once we know how to use our diaphragm to inhale and exhale, we can train our ability to activate the entire muscle. Although we can't necessarily feel our diaphragm contract, we can experience its activity through expansion of the entire abdominal wall. When all parts of the diaphragm are working properly, we feel this as 360-degree circular expansion in the torso, as if a balloon is being filled up with air. There are 4 main zones in the torso where we want to feel this expansion. Let's go through those now. The first zone is the lowest point of the lower belly. Place your index fingers on the crease of your hips, right above your groin. Take a deep inhale through your nose and feel that inhale move all the way down and expand the lower belly into your index fingers. Imagine a balloon in your lower belly, and with your fingers, feel that balloon being blown up with each inhale. Use your fingers to explore the areas of your lower belly, making sure that with each inhale you can get even expansion in all areas. The second zone is your lower back. Wrap your hands around your waist right above your hip bones, with your thumbs on your lower back and your fingers wrapped around to the front. There's a soft spot in your lower back, beneath your rib cage and above your hip bone. Stick your thumbs in there. Continue to breathe deeply and feel your breath flow down into your thumbs. With each inhale, you should feel the lower back expand into your thumbs towards the wall or chair behind you. The balloon that was in your lower belly now grows to include the area of your lower back. Imagine that balloon being blown up in every direction, inflating your lower belly while also pushing against the lower back. The third zone is the lower ribs. Cross your arms around your rib cage and feel the rib bones with your hands. Feel the grooves of the ribs and stick your fingers into the spaces between the rib bones. Now breathe into your hands. Sense the movement of the rib cage underneath your hands as you inhale and exhale. Feel the sideways expansion of the rib cage. Make sure to expand the rib cage, don't elevate. The balloon that was in our belly and lower back now grows to include the area of our lower ribs. Each inhale fills that balloon in every direction, forward, backwards, and now to the sides. The fourth zone is the upper ribs. Slide your hands up your ribs to just beneath your armpits. Place your thumbs on your chest with your other 4 fingers in between the spaces of your upper ribs. Breathe into your hands. Feel the rib cage expand as you breathe in. Sense the sideways expansion of the rib cage, just as we did before. Keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Expand, don't elevate. With your thumbs, feel your chest expand forward towards the wall in front of you without any upward movement towards the ceiling. Again, think expand, don't elevate. Feel your upper back expand towards the wall or chair behind you. With the upper ribs, our inner balloon now reaches its full capacity. With each inhale, feel the balloon expand all 4 zones: the lower belly, lower back, lower ribs, and upper ribs. The balloon gently pushing against your torso from the inside out. To build further awareness of the diaphragm, we'll practice controlled filling of this inner balloon. Let's begin by filling the balloon from the bottom up and then deflating the balloon from the top down. If you had trouble feeling one of the 4 expansion zones, place your hands on that zone to help give yourself some feedback. I'm going to place my thumbs on the lower back. This is a zone we often forget to breathe into. Take a deep breath into your lower belly and slowly bring that inhale up your torso, expanding each zone along the way. Hold that complete expansion for a second or two. Exhale under control and deflate the balloon from the top down. Inhale and repeat this cycle. You're going to have to pace yourself, slowly bringing the breath up and slowly letting it out. Imagine the breath moving up and down your torso like an ocean tide rising on the beach and receding back to the ocean. It may be hard at first to regulate your breath, but don't worry. You'll quickly gain control. Just be patient, relax, and let the breath happen. Once you've finished the inhale and the balloon is all the way blown up, hold your breath for a second and check in with each of the 4 expansion zones to make sure that the inner balloon is gently pushing the entire torso outwards. Exhale and feel each zone deflate one by one. Take as many breaths as you need in this way until you're able to slow the breath down and feel the gradual inflation and deflation of the inner balloon. Once you've mastered inflating the balloon from the bottom up and deflating the balloon from the top down, we'll reverse that sequence to further challenge our diaphragm coordination, filling the balloon up from the top down now and emptying it out from the bottom up. Inhale into your upper ribs, then lower ribs, lower back, and lower belly. Hold the breath in for a second and feel the connected expansion of each of those 4 zones. One inner balloon pushing out in every direction. Then exhale and step by step feel the lower belly, lower back, lower ribs, and upper ribs each return to their resting position. Inhale and repeat, performing as many reps as you need until this sequence feels easy and relaxed. Now on to the most important part of our inner balloon progression, and the one we'll want to master, filling up the entire balloon at once. Eventually, we'll be able to fill up the entire balloon without even using the breath. But for now, use your inhale to inflate all 4 expansion zones at the same time. Go ahead and give that a try. Inhale and feel the lower belly, lower back, lower ribs, and upper ribs expand all at once. Hold the breath for a moment and make sure each of those zones are expanded. Use your hands to give yourself some feedback and feel that cylindrical expansion when the balloon is fully blown up. Exhale naturally and allow the torso to return to its resting position. Inhale and repeat, instantly blowing up the entire balloon. As the balloon fills and expands, feel the pressure inside the balloon increase and push out against the abdominal wall. What does that pressure inside the torso feel like? It might feel like expansion or pushing out, a sensation of heaviness, weight, density, like your whole midsection is secure and stable, connection through the trunk. Hone into that feeling. We call this intra-abdominal pressure, and it is the key to spinal support and core strength.